Guys, in-person events are happening again. It is incredible, a lot of fun. However, what does this hold for the online events industry? Well, that's what we're going to discuss right now, so stick around. Hey, welcome to the Eat Loud. My name is Richard Mulholland. I'm the founder and chief evangelist of presentation powerhouse Missing Link. Now, for the last few years, Missing Link has really been helping companies around the world make absolutely incredible online events. We did that because the work that we've been doing before in-person events just dried up. But it was incredible because we were able to access customers we never accessed before, audiences we never accessed before, and speakers we didn't have access to before. And that was great. But it's all changing. In the last month, I've been speaking in India and Sri Lanka. Next month, I'm in the US and Boston and Seattle, then off to Santorini. What a time to be alive. It's absolutely incredible. But it does pose the question, is this the beginning of the end of online events? And I tell you what, it's not looking that great. I read an article this week about Hopin, the star. Hopin virtual event startup struggles as real gatherings return. And I mean, this is bad news. If you remember, they raised just over $1 billion in a year. And yet here we have a company that's valued at $6.8 billion. And now they've, in a slump and having layoffs. I believe 129 people were laid off. So what's happening? What are we seeing? Is this the end? I don't think so. What I think it is an overcorrection. I want you to imagine times in your life like me. I've been on a number of times where I've been on one of these diets where I'm eating all healthy and, trying to watch my weight. And of course, what happens is when you get down to that goal weight, you all of a sudden, the last thing when you're deciding what you want to eat again, you're not thinking, oh, I want to go and have a salad. If you're anything like me after a diet, and the reason why I have to keep on doing them, I understand this isn't advisable. The reason you have to keep doing them is all I want to do when I've been eating salads for weeks, just grab some pizza. That's what I want to do, and I smash that right in my face. The last thing that I'm craving at this given time is a salad and healthy food. And I think that that's what we're seeing right now, is there's been so many online events. People have been forced into these spaces for so much that all they want right now, they want to binge on humans again, right? And if you don't know Attack on Titan, well, you don't know. So yes, we have been stuck in these digital cages. Audiences have been stuck in them. Speakers have been stuck in them to some degree. And it is nice that we can see like the end is in sight. And we can see that we've found a way to break out. And once we've broken out, the last thing we want to do is climb back inside. But I think we need to be careful. And what we must not do is throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because let me tell you this, my life intellectually, professionally, in so many ways has been leveled up because we're able to do online events. And I think what we need to be asking ourselves and what we need to fundamentally do is we need to rethink the relationship between learning and networking, between consumption of knowledge and human company. Because while I think we often in the past had to do all of those together, I don't think that is the case anymore. I think it's perfectly all right for you to have a big team getaway where you take them off to Vegas or Sun City or wherever that happens to be. You bring them together, you have an amazing time. Sure, you do some thought leadership, but then you actually spend less time in conference rooms and more time interacting with each other. That is what we need. And then when you want to do learning, you can do learning at home from behind your desk, because, we can consume knowledge this way. And then the knowledge you can get is from some of the top thinkers all over the world. But there's more to it than just that. For me, it's about accessibility, or this new idea of digital accessibility that we've seen. You see, to me, what happened was that a geographical anchor has been lifted. For me, as a audience member, I'm able to attend events around the world. In fact, just last week, I was at an event hosted by EO that had speakers the likes of Tyra Banks and Dan Pink. I watched them present and then was able to have dinner with, Jazz and the kids that night. That is something that I was not able to do in the past. That was a week away from work and, tens of thousands of dollars to make it happen. And, a week before that, I was at Present to Succeed in Sofia, Bulgaria. This is what we're doing. The other thing for me is about our, accessibility for larger audiences. If I am the CEO of a company who could typically take 100 key leaders away to that big event, now, sure, those 100 key leaders can come and maybe 10 top performers, but the next tier of 500 can attend online and hopefully apply to future versions of the in-person event. These can become aspirational, but just because you weren't in the room doesn't mean you don't get the knowledge. That's what excites me. So I do think we need to understand that the access we have is something we must hang on to. We mustn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. In the short term though, enjoy the pizza. Enjoy the gluttony of human company. Enjoy all that interaction. Make sure we don't throw away all the great things we gained as a result of the pandemic. That would be a tragedy. Enjoy your pizza, but get some greens again later on. So that's it for me. I hope you're as excited about in-person events as I am, but I hope you're every bit as excited about the future of online events, because I believe, as I said, the future is hybrid. So let's go out there and lead loud, in person and online.